Deep within the Appalachian Mountains lies a town unlike any other in America. Since 1961, the federal government has outlawed radio waves in the area to allow for the operation of the largest moving radio telescope in the world. With no wireless connection, this town is the unique home to a mix of locals, foreign scientists, and a community who relocate here to escape the radio waves of the outside world, claiming the quiet zone heals their medical conditions.
Hey Mom, just want to let you know we're entering the quiet zone. I'll be out of range for a few days, so wish us luck and I'll call you back as soon as I can.
We keep passing Confederate flags as we're driving down these roads. We're here in the South.
This is Crossroads America, Episode 4, on our mission to better understand the people and places of our country. Welcome to Green Bank, West Virginia.
I was born here in 1949, and when I was 8 years old, I watched the observatory being built. I sat on my grandmother's porch across the road and watched the other bulldozers and heavy equipment move in and tear down Mr. Brown's cornfield and start building this place. The quiet zone was created so that this place could function. With radio frequency interference, that it will overwhelm any of the signals that the scientists are working with. And what they do is they're looking at the bits and pieces, the gases that are left behind, and they're trying to figure out, how these things fit together and how the universe works. And most recently, of course, we have the folks that suffer with electromagnetic sensitivity. And we have a population that is growing here as they think and believe that this will make them feel better. I hope that works out for them. And I count some of them as my friends and acquaintances, and they say that it helps.
Many newcomers came to the hotel we were at, so we took a moment to hear their side of the town's story.
This is God's country. This is what we're made for. Mountains, fresh air, the hills, the people.
Could you tell me more about some of the challenges of New York?
Getting up every day, you have to get up a few hours, early, and the hustle and bustle, the pollutants too, and everything from the air to the water and the exhaust. It's just, the smog. And it's funny, I'm talking about pollutants and I'm smoking a cigar, but I guess everyone's allowed a vice, right?
Yeah.
In the city, you don't have the same type of freedom you have up here. You have land, you have mountains, you could go and do anything you want up here, basically. And out here, you have your privacy, you have your freedom. That's worth more than anything to me.
You work here?
Yeah, Mountain Quest Inn and Retreat Center. We were in a big town, and the school was going downhill, the neighborhood was going downhill, so the cost of living is about a third of the price. The amount of noise and stress on a daily basis is less. The people are so kind. We've purchased 4 acres of land. We have a kind of a tiny home structure that we've created. We own everything outright. Life changes significantly when you're paying less out the pocket. I love it. I wake up every day feeling good and being happy, coming out and being able to be here.
When many people go to Green Bank, they tend to focus on the telescope and the newcomers. But we wanted to find out how locals reacted to this newfound presence and better understand how they grew up in small town West Virginia.
What's your favorite thing about living in Green Bank?
The people, probably the people, because everybody you meet's just nice and help you with anything. And like you get out of here and there's people that are rude and you could ask, like you hold a door for somebody, they don't even say thank you. But here, everybody just respectful and always got each other's backs. My mom passed away. A lot of people stepped up in my life and helped me out with things I needed.
So this is the type of community that kind of comes together when, just to uplift each other.
When anything happens, yeah.
Yeah. How does that feel?
Pretty good. You never feel alone. Like, out of here, you can feel alone, you know what I mean? Here, you don't. Always got a friend,
You graduated in 23.
Yeah, I graduated in 23 from Pocahontas County High School. There was 230 kids in the whole school, 56 kids in my graduating class.
What are your biggest hopes for yourself or this community in the next 5 years?
A lot of our community works out of town because we don't have any work here, so I'd like to see more work come to the county because our community doesn't have like a big profit, I'd say. Like, there's not any money to be made here because there's nothing here.
It's a wonderful life. We love it. I've been on the road for 17 years now. I still come home. This is my home, but I'll drive 1,000 miles to go work somewhere else to make a living and then come back here because it's worth it. We have a great weekend and you can do whatever you want. I can walk out of my house butt naked and do whatever I want. I can shoot guns. We can ride four-wheelers. We got gardens. We got there's if you're willing to do all that kind of stuff, then it's heaven on earth.
What's your biggest hope for the area in the next 5 or 10 years?
I don't know. The whole state's a tourist state. There's not much hope in that. No industry unless you want to be a tourist, tender. That's about all there is. They've shut down the coal mines. The logging's real bad right now.
Do you think people here are able to make a good living for themselves, or is it really hard?
No, you just barely scrape by. Go down to the sawmill right down the road, they pay $10 an hour.
Is that enough?
No. Hell no, it ain't enough. I don't know how they do it. They have to have 2 or 3 kids right now. I blame Bidenomics.
Gotcha.
You can put that on TV. Go Brandon. Nobody's going to go down there and work for $10 an hour if you can get a check from the government. That's what I think.
The other option is working $10 an hour, and that can't sustain yourself either. So there's just nothing to do. That will be enough. Yeah. So you end up just getting a check from the government, taking that home, doing no job.
Basically, yeah, around here anyway.
My family are low income enough that we qualify for SNAP benefits in West Virginia, which is food stamps. I can go to the store and I can buy pretty much any kind of food with the food stamps. That includes cakes, cookies, soda, those kinds of things. I don't think that should be allowed. Yes, I'm a recipient of it, and yes, I do enjoy some of those things every now and again, but that's part of the system that needs broken. That's broken, that needs fixed. If you're going to spend taxpayers' money, it should be on healthier food.
You've seen people in this community affected by
oh gosh, yes.
opioids, all those types of things.
Yes. I've never known anybody to die from smoking weed, ever. Never in my life. But I have seen people OD on heroin, on methamphetamine, destroy their lives, lose their children, lose their homes, their jobs, lose their whole life, pretty much. We just recently had a young boy, 22 years old. He was hit by a car because he was all methed out. They had wrecked their car. He was standing in the road and got run over.
How does that make you feel?
Sad. Like I said, I have an 18-year-old daughter. It scares me to death because you just don't know.
Green Bank has its issues that it's dealing with, but the last thing they want is outsiders to come and impose their way of life onto them.
People, they claim they have electromagnetic sensitivity. Yeah. They'll come in here and you could put that house up there for sale for $1 million, and they come here and have money. They'd be tickled to death to buy that house for $1 million. Then they run the property taxes up. I wish they'd stay where they were at. Yeah, they're a big hindrance. They want to do what they were doing before they come here, that form of government, or homeowners associations like that, and zoning and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. They want to change this place to like where they come from, but they didn't like where they come from. I don't understand it.
Pretty much, as long as you don't try to change the way we live, we'll welcome any outsider. As long as you don't try to change the way things are.
Life in Green Bank is much like that of any other small town in West Virginia. It can be hard. The industries of logging and coal have largely left. By taking a moment to listen, in America's quietest town, we can learn volumes about the reality of Appalachian life.
To the outside world, Green Bank may seem like a fairy tale of the past, a romanticized land where Wi-Fi ends. But to the families who have been here for hundreds of years, the true magic lies within the communities and friends that they don't want to leave behind, no matter how hard things become.
We're here with another tourist that I found. Why'd you come visit Green Bank, West Virginia?
Well, I was just tired of the city life, trying to get out here into beautiful nature and really enjoying it out here. Fresh air, nice starry skies. Couldn't be better.
That sounds great. If I were to visit this beautiful, beautiful town, where should I stay, though?
Well, there's really only one choice. In my mind, in God's mind, in everyone's mind, and that is the Inn at Mountain Quest, right here near beautiful Green Bank.
Wow, that sounds super awesome. That's why I want to thank the Inn at Mountain Quest for having us for our stay. We had a wonderful room, we had wonderful people all around, and it was overall a pretty great time.